What are you looking at? Hello, people who somehow wear sunglasses indoors. My name is Ceci and welcome to another episode of How to Cantonese. Long time no grammar. Probably, possibly. Yeah, the last one is probably the wants versus needs one. Maybe. Yeah. Grammar ones are kind of more difficult to plan out and stuff. But anyway, today we're doing one. By grammar, I mean sentence patterns. So yeah, we're making sentences today. Happy? Excited? Yeah, good. And since I kind of find the previous video, I believe is the advanced level one, the learner's guideline kind of thing, I guess that one is pretty I guess that one would be somehow useful for you guys to get a very brief idea about how you can approach the content that I'm about to teach you. So I guess I'll make that a thing for this video's content. If you are an advanced learner, probably you can try to speak or write, actually use this expression. Make sentences, preferably, yeah, English is hard. Preferably longer ones. Don't just do stuff like I am a boy, you are a girl. I like apples and you don't, so I hate your ass, or stuff like that. And then for intermediate learners, I suggest your goal here is to understand this sentence pattern and trying to find out the whole sentence in other passages, articles, or other materials like conversations or even movies or songs. Extract the whole sentence from that thing and try to understand what it means. And finally, for the beginners out there, please don't panic and please don't rush. Yes. Someone's sneezing. I'd recommend your goal here is to, catch the keyword and trying to, pinpoint the keywords when you're hearing other materials in Cantonese. Main purpose is to get more familiar with, the pronunciation or even the looks of the characters. Let's just get into the main stuff here. Well, as we speak or use languages, we don't always talk about things, stuff, or situations that are already in existence. Just like John Lennon, we imagine things or we make assumptions about different things or situations. Well, that's pretty much how science grows. Hey Vsauce, Michael here. What if the cake is actually not a lie? In English, we use the words if and then to make realistic or unrealistic assumptions. But shut up. How do we do this in Cantonese? Well, look no further. The magic words are 如果 and 就會. Or I guess 就 is fine as well. Yeah, the 會 is optional. 如果 means if, literally, and 就 or 就會 means then. And just like how if then is used in English, when making assumption related sentences, we put 如果 in front of the actual assumption clause. And meanwhile, the 就會 is put in front of the result clause. Assumption clause is the little sentence that you imagine things, and the result clause is like what would happen if the thing happened. It is weird, isn't it? Using the sentence to explain the sentence itself. By the way, the position of both clauses are interchangeable. So you don't always have to say if something something then something something. You can, flip it and say something something would happen if something something happened first. Okay, let's make an example. 如果你再唔行快啲嘅話，架巴士就走㗎啦。If you don't hurry the F up, you're gonna miss the bus. Simple, right? I guess this is the power of examples. If you're very observant, or actually if you have listened to the part for a couple of times, on repeat mode, you may or may not have noticed I said something like 嘅話. Well, 嘅話 or its cousin, 的話. This expression is usually put at the very end of the assumption clause. And the literal meaning of this expression is words like this. In other words, it is not very important meaning-wise, but we do say it like a lot in this assumption sentences. Why people choose to have accidents now and the ambulance are like going crazy. Please don't have car crash now. Making a video here, okay? People nowadays are just not that considerate, aren't they? And also 就會, the then expression is actually kinda sort of optional in some cases. People will still understand that's a result even without the word 就會 or then. And what else? For all you advanced learners out there, more, I guess you can say fancier or more written style expression that pretty much equals to 如果 is 假如. In conversations, we seldom say 假如 something 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 because it's, I don't know, a bit of a stiff expression it is. But it is more commonly used in written style, like passages, essays, and you know what I mean. And in order to make things a little bit more interesting, let's put in some famous quote in this sentence pattern.
如果個天可以俾個機會我翻轉頭嘅話，我會同個女仔講我愛佢。如果係都要喺呢份愛加上一個期限，我希望係1萬年。
Now you know the sentence is actually used by real people, not just something that I made up to, I don't know, make a video out of. Then let's make a recap. So today we talked about a sentence pattern that we use to make assumptions or, unreal situations. In English, it is if something something, then something something. And in Cantonese, we use 如果 something something, and usually we put in the words 嘅話 or 的話 at the end, and then plus 就 or 就會 optional with the result clause. I guess that's a pretty short recap. And let's call it a wrap today. I guess we'll continue on this topic in the next episode, where we will look into the sentence, I don't know, cousin, sister, which in English is unless something something something. Let's call it a wrap of this video. thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment down below if you have anything curious, unsure, or just things you have to say, you want to say. Leave a like if you find this video enjoyable, useful, helpful. Also subscribe to this channel for more Cantonese tutorials, vlog, random stuff, as well as time-lapse drawing. Yeah, I draw pictures. And maybe hit that bell thingy if you don't, because YouTube is kind of wonky from time to time. Subscription box misfunction, dysfunction, malfunction, yeah. And hit that bell button so that you can see my face whenever I upload. And I'll see you in the next video, possibly not in the tissue box costume. Bye!